sloppy, dusty, soft, the unmitigated gall, the temerity, the audacity, huh? The only problem I have with this battle in particular, that it wasn't on a big stage. Can you imagine if Tay Roc versus Jazz the Rapper was on a big, it'd have been hour long. I blame Hurricane France from LTBR. LTBR, Hurricane France is the reason it didn't happen in NO. I'm just saying. We got to blame somebody. I blame him. I blame him. With that being said, I feel like there was 4 really good battles on Kings versus Queens and 2 potential Battle of the Nights. And for me personally, I believe Tay Roc versus Jazz Rapper was, I can't say clearly because Vixen and Nitty was, but for me, my preference and what I liked and what I enjoyed within the battle and the tension between the two in terms of what was happening between, Jazz the Rapper versus Tay Roc was battle night for me. And out the gate, I think one of the performances of the entire year goes to Jazz the Rapper. Straight to you, Jazz. It's the reason I shook your hand and what I did. Hey, Jazz, how you doing, Jazz? Jazz the Rapper versus Young Goddess. Jazz versus Vixen. Some of the things that Jazz has done throughout her career, I think first round versus Nitty, what she did with Loso, this ranks as one of her all-time best performances ever. Ever. In terms of total package, in terms of the completeness from rounds 1 to 3, Jazz, you brought it. And only reason I'm not saying it's your best performance because I don't want to do recency bias. I want to come back a year from now and go through the battles I named. I love what you did in New York versus Vixen on that big stage. So I don't want to put this over not yet. I don't want to do that yet. But it's possible. The material that you had, you never let up, in my personal opinion. You never let up. You never let up. Hey, Tay Roc, she's not your friend. Tay Roc, she's not your friend, bro. I don't care how much y'all smile and shake hands and everything's cool. That's sis, that's bro. No, it's not. It's not. When I get to reading off some of these bars, just some. I don't got all the bars. I'm saying again, I ain't get a second watch yet. This is me off of first watch. I'm in the building, my phone out as they rapping. Let me get that. Let me get that. So pardon me. But shout out to Tay Roc too. Tay Roc, if you didn't come equipped, Tay Roc, if you didn't come equipped, she would have knocked your block clean off. And honestly, Jazz, with all due respect, and I'm just say it. If you came how you came versus Nitty, could have got wiped. If you came how you came versus Big K, you could have got wiped. I think, in a sense, from the second and third, right? The first and second, you needed what you did. I'm that times 2. I show up when it's time to. Your battle versus Big K, you rap 10 minutes. I'm that times 8. I bet you that. I know. But sheesh. First round, I'm going to try to do as best I can as far as bar for bar. And I kind of gave you my winner already. And salute to Tay Roc, to the Jazz. But, me saying what I'm saying, I'm already letting you know how I'm feeling. Let's get to the bars, though. And it's funny, Roc said on Champion, he ain't got no wrestling bars. And he opens up with a wrestling bar, the CM Punk X on her hand. I'm explaining this. I feel like a lot of people don't catch their wrestling bars. When Roc battled Big K, and I think in the third round he had not a good amount, about a minute or 2 of wrestling bars. Yo, people say, we don't get that. I don't know what he's saying. We'll revisit that, though. Because, some things we got to address a little bit. But a CM Punk X on his hand, so apparently when Jazz was young, when you're too young, going to a club, whatever, you can't drink, they put X on your hand. CM Punk's one of the most famous wrestlers to date. WWE contract right now, too, doing his numbers. X on his hands, he's known for that. Thought that was dope. He got at her for saying that the damn joy, the damn toy, you know what I'm saying? And then it's funny how life works out because Jazz kind of, in a sense, goes the same direction in some of her rounds, too. I thought the Ray Charles blind play, Jazz who set this up, was dope. The Forrest Gump. Seashells, we might hear Jazz from the Ocean. I thought that was dope as well. The Buddy Love, Enormous Clumps, the Jordan Dunk, Eagle to her chest, she diplomatic. The T-Mobile bar was dope. The Jazz roped up in a carpet made from Egyptian fabric. Aladdin, running won't get you far after all that. So dope scheme right there. Smack went and got the best shooter for Jazz to Stockton into the Karl Malone. That was dope. The Wyron Bracy mouth. You know how Jazz is multiple Z's when I put her to sleep. So I'm saying Roc had a good first round. I'm like, okay. All right. What Jazz gonna do? But if you look at Jazz's face, and again, I ain't get no reach watch yet. You look at Jazz's face, it looks like I can't prepare Tay Roc. That's not enough for me. That's what her face says. And by the middle of her first round, you see where it's at. It's up. It's up. She starts off with, they're supposed to be in New Orleans. She starts off with the Deadpool Wolverine reference, the Gambit, all I've been waiting the whole life. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to make a name out of myself. Thought that was fire too. The Baton Rouge. Went to the Hawk Tour too. I thought this was fire. I love this. It's a general bar, but sheesh. That one part of the birthday cake we won't cut. Yeah, keep my name out your mouth. I just love that. Let me see here. I can watch you die. My eyes open. That lets you know right there. When Roc battle twerk, I gotta turn my head. She said, "Hey, listen, Roc. When my eyes open, what, brother? What, brother? What?" That's her true intentions. Don't be fooled by that smile. Shout out to Jazz. Wonderful smile she got, but I don't know. She's a demon. And I mean in the most respectful way. Then it keeps on going. Drake on sicko mode. We start with the organs. I hope it's pink. I'm team girl. This is when everything starts like, okay, it's tipping in Jazz's favor. Waving a stick. Hi, my name is Jazz, and I'm watching it, and you're watching the Disney Channel. Fire. Mickey Mantle. F them fruits. I'm getting canceled. Dick in the fit. Math Hoffa. If you know, you know. What's the girl named Tasha? She blew up the story or whatever. It's the name Tasha, something like that. You know, like the Wendy Williams, the gossip situation. They had a intermingling, apparently, which I don't believe happened, but if you get it, you get it. It makes sense. The Purple Rock Amethyst. Ain't no telling what Roc would do to shorten a sentence. The questionable fits Riddler, and she has more, obviously, but I get it first round again to Jazz the Rapper. I'm gonna go off the record saying clear in the first. I feel like Roc had a lot, but Jazz from when she heated up, she ain't stopped. She ain't stopped for me. So first round to Jazz the Rapper. Round two, and this is where Roc turned up. This is where the battle gets closer in a sense in terms of the round comparison. The hostile wrong turn into a hostile, and and the thing about it, people say Roc doesn't scheme or he doesn't stay on pace, a topic, or whatever. But I feel like in the second round, he's pretty much saying, yo, this is what you do on vacations. Jazz does this on vacations. What are you doing? So he played on that fact. He went straight to this too, which is not really a bar, but it hit, and I understand why. SMD, and when you do it, grab testicles. When you do it, make sure, you grab testicles. It's the intensity, you know what I'm saying, and how he delivered it. Delivery is so important. Delivery and the sound of it, it's very important. And I said not to say it about this bar, but Tay Roc's flow, his flow, period. I feel like that's one of his strong suits, obviously. Jazz festivals, Rapper Blue, Nestle Crunch, West African culture, Louis Armstrong, Big Bag, I'm TSA, Poke a Hole in the Rapper, I've been smoking dispatcher, and I can't say it enough. Those two right there, I'm not doing it justice. It was a whole flow pocket that was, I think, AMG, whatever you want to call it, right? That whole pocket right there, fire. Turn on Rock and roll with Jazz, Elvis Presley. When you let foreigners, you should charge your American. Thought that was fun. I think the way he ended it too. You do this with that. You do this with. I'm not in your business, I'm just repeating the part. You do this with that. You do this with this person. You know what? You need to come for Jesus. Fire. Second round from Tay Roc. Jazz goes again, and the theme here is that Tay Roc, she watched you battle Big K, and she watched you put 2 rounds into 1 round, damn near every round, basically having 9 to 11 minute rounds. Jazz came equipped with 8 or better. If I'm clocking her rounds without actually clocking it, I'm estimating that it's about 8 minutes. 8 minutes. 8 minutes plus. And she used every time of it wisely. Second round, bad if you can't count Dracula, fired. Easy to block, Captain. You effing with a chrome owner. If you know, you know, in terms of the reference. We supposed to see Roc in possession. Like a married nigga, I'm gonna take off Roc to see if I still got it. Tay Roc, dot your husband. Itches on a balloon show. I pop for nothing. And this part, I'm just not gonna do it justice. I thought this was hard. The rapping ability in which she did right here, bro. It's a general bar too. It's five. I'm butchered. I know I'm a butchered. I can't do it. That's why she get paid the big bucks. The 8 sticks is lit. Happy Hanukkah. I hate when I have to quote a bar like that when it's way more than that. Cause it's the entire flow pocket with the. I think she said smack. I messed it up. She said smack said who you want Roc, and she said oh the boy's mind like Monica, zoom like Yamaka, Monica. It was ridiculous. Oh yeah, Jazz, you know. When the devil's grandson land, you know, you did too much, Jazz. You really did. So I'm expecting to serve smoke at some point. And the reason I'm saying is because, you know, locate him behind the wall, the stud finder. Locate him behind the wall, the stud finder. Ah! You think Surf ain't see that, Jazz? You think Surf ain't hear that, Jazz? You don't think somebody communicate? I think he got a laptop. I can't, just in case some niggas watch. I think he got a laptop in there. You think he ain't heard about that? It's already offensive that you're doing what you're doing in terms of, you know, what you're saying in a good way, by the way. You gonna get that smoke. You asked for it happening. The Dante asked him, she's doing her Googles. No entourage, it's your fault. As a whole scheme behind that was fire. It's me for these niggas. Fred, Better Rock, Angle, which she played. See, she's playing the fact they cool with each other. She said, oh, you in my hotel room, clearly you got a problem with identifying niggas. I do think the second round is closer, but I'm giving that to Jazz too. I'm giving the first and the second to Jazz. But Roc is still fighting a good fight. Third round here, onesie out the big bag. It's a baby shower, outbreak and flare up. The Miles Davis, the Muddy Water. No Earl in me, cornbread. Let me see. Roc came on the scene and Jazz died. The RIP Elite, last time, Big Bag Flies, fire. Undertaker, last ride. Roc is turning up. Roc is turning up, and I feel like this is one of the reasons. One of. If you're not following me with the Big Bag Flies, the last Undertaker, last ride. Another wrestling bar, by the way. The 5-headed itch, the 3-headed bitch. I thought that was fire for me. He hit like 5. He hit like 4. He hit like what 7 of these joints, but like 4 out of 5. Probably like 5 out of the 7 hit hard. Into the Macau. The Macau, which was the mystery ear-headed. I thought that was ridiculous. And for him to have that in the third round too. Carrying big bag in church green. Let me get a peppermint. Times Square tray in front of the 1Z. Sit here in the high chair. I thought this was a fire third round from Roc. I gave Roc the third. We won't get into Jazz round 2, pardon me, but I gave the third round to Roc, so I have it officially. If you try to get the, you know, my breakdown, you know what I mean, in terms of the rounds, whatever. 1 and 2, Jazz rapper, third round, Roc. Third round on Jazz now. She had the Sha'Carri Richardson, Caitlyn Jenner, Transparent. I'm not reading that bar, Jazz, but you know, it's a 3,000. I'm going to leave it at that. It's a 3,000. Rare Condition, pardon me. Oh, let me get to the part. Let me get to this part. And I'm giving her full credit for this. I understand it. But again, when we go back to Big K versus Roc, a lot of people said they didn't understand what Roc was saying in the third round in terms of wrestling because he went about a minute or two wrestling bars. And he was using WWE characters. And y'all didn't catch that. Love, shout to AEW. But WWE is like, in terms of everything and how long it's been in the culture, whatever it is, and how long it's been running, it's way up here. AEW, I'm going to piss some people off. It's right here. They starting off low-key, right? They had some years, but it's like, eh. So if y'all didn't catch WWE bars, and this is one of the reasons why Roc is on, because Roc catch everything she's saying. She low-key did it for Roc. And probably me a little bit, because I understand it too. So when y'all, man, giving full credit to Jazz, I'm just saying. So Ricochet, y'all know who Ricochet is. Bald-headed dude who's dating Samantha. Who's Samantha? The ring announcer. See, the ring announcer for WWE. What happened? Ricochet just left WWE and went to AEW. I get it beyond getting it. You know what I'm saying? I can pivot around it. Anywho, she had a Swerve Strickland too, so it's an entire scheme into the Willow spray. Swerve Strickland, Two Arms Waving, and Prince Nana. So if you don't catch a Swerve Strickland, how you catch the Prince Nana? Because when Swerve Strickland comes out, he has a song, it's Swerve, that's Swerve. And then Prince Nana is his person that comes out with him, and then he does the dance. He does it, you know what I'm saying? So, but y'all don't. But for Jazz, fire! I love it. Fire. All points and praise to her. So shout out to Jazz for that. I thought that was ridiculous. But just to see, you know, I'm paying attention. It's like, how you don't. Okay. Anywho, put Rock on a note. And I love the way she talked to Caution, because people talk about Caution, they diss her. That's the front door, and I get it. But she said, "Yo, Rock is a frail outie itch. The dead thotty ditch. I'm gonna take you out, and we gonna find some dude with dreads or whatever it is." I think that was a unique approach I feel like wasn't being taken a lot. And to the how am I getting a reaction in the Cody angle, fire third from Jazz as well. I just prefer Rocks. I prefer Rock in the third. So again, shout out to Jazz, shout out to Tay Roc. I had it 2-1. Jazz the rapper. Let me say this. We ended off with Champion of the Year. So I'm getting into too much, you know what I'm saying? I got to wait until, you know, it's time. And I might just be a moderator anyway. But the narrative was, when Big K won, that Jazz is the reason that he got that. Even though they was mentioning Big K for Cody the whole year. But they put it on Jazz because you wasn't the one that stopped him. Look at who Jazz faced. Jazz faced Loso, Nitty, Twerk, Rum Nitty, Big K. And outside of Big K with the narrative, oh, it's friendly. It's a friendly situation. Oh my goodness, Jazz are battling her buddies. They're being nice to each other. Oh, I don't like this battle. They're friends. And look at God. There was nothing friendly in terms of material about this battle. The angle she took, the approach she took, the shit that Rock was saying to her, ain't nothing. What? And apologies. Oh, and I guess what I'll do to apologize for the people that had those things to say. I apologize, Tay Roc and Jazz the rapper, because y'all delivered. Y'all delivered. But like I'm saying too, part of me with the Cody shit, if anything happens, Jazz is not the reason. Jazz will not be the reason. The plus for this battle for Tay Roc is that this is one of the better battles of the entire year. So you have that, but for Jazz, this is performance, one of the performances of the year, and this is arguably one of her best, most complete package of performance. Shout out to Jazz and shout out to Tay Roc. Yeah, salute. Fire battle. Fire, you know, to me, y'all brought the event y'all made the event even better. I think the event started off with official T-Top, which is a solid joint. It's a cool joint. This man talked about chicken in the second round. You know what I'm saying? So while officials cooking chicken, T-Top is T-Top, let me write that down, King. Oh, she ain't put the seasoning on that, King. She puts too much salt on the chicken, King. I don't like that. She using Little Mac? I thought she's from New Orleans. What's she doing over there, King? And he had Little Mac, Mike Tyson Punch-Out bar. Yeah, King. I'm saying official did her thing too, but it didn't compete for me. The best battles on the card was Jazz and Tay Roc. Not clear because Nitty and Vixen did their thing as well. And then under those two, I believe, no. Geechee God and Hustle was fired too. Damn. I like. So hold on. Let me slow down. I don't have notes for Geechee and Hustle. I don't. I like that battle too. Let me say this. In terms of because I think Rum Nitty and Vixen was pretty much a punch out. Material wise, it was just that. It really did get messy. It really get into angle. You know what I'm saying? You just, you know, the most Nitty had was, you know, the Norb situation. You assassinated in the backseat of JFK, which was ridiculous. And then shout out to Vixen. She was on one all three. The ladies really turned up for Kings vs. Queens. This is probably one of the best Kings vs. Queens ever. It's one of. I don't want to do the recency bias thing, but it's one of the best Kings vs. Queens ever. So I'm thinking Jazz and Tay Roc, for me personally, was number one. And then a tie under that, Geechee, Hustle, Nitty, Vixen. And I think under that, John and Coffee. John John and Coffee. And I think the other two solid joints, which could have been better, what I expected more from was New Jersey Twerk, 40 bars, and Official, and T-Top. As far as winners, I think I was pretty clear on the stream, but if you haven't seen the stream, I'm going to try to go through these pretty fast. I do got bars, but I don't want to sit here. I don't want to sitting here for a whole hour long, it's just me. So I think with Twerk and 40, I had Twerk in the first two rounds, and I gave 40 the third round. I just think in terms of content and delivery too, and people want to say, oh, he Twerk messed up. I think they both had turbulence. I think 40 ended the second round short, and I think Twerk ended his third round short. So they both had situations like they could have did this. And shout out to 40, her pen. You got to think a lot of people they rely on this, they rely on that, whatever it is. 40 comes up in there, and it's like people saying it's poetry night, but her pen and her delivery is so sharp in a sense, right? And when she's not in the turbulence mode, whatever it is, it's contended. So shout out to 40 for that. Good job in terms of the round that she, that she did deliver at high capacity. Let's get to the bars. Let's get some of the bars out here. She said, how did I get to Twerk? Bitch with the shaky ass performance. I'm about to run through six niggas in 3 months. It's my whole phase. Fired. Organ donor hard on his card. The 40 in your mouth just to see who choked. I'm a hypocrite. Still on Dot reaching the angle too, because Twerk and Dot got into it. Fire. But I think what Twerk had, I think it's come down to the first. I don't know. Screw it. He had a Juice WRLD pop 40 bars to death. I thought that was ridiculous as an opener. And he doubled down. Because if you feel, a way about, mentioning, unalive people, whatever it is, he said, hey, listen, I'm going to go again. The last time seeing Takeoff, poor Quavo, worst bars, Pelican Bay, everybody all Veterans Day, pull 40 inches out like measuring tape. Then he kept on going, measuring tape. Then it all comes back in the click, measuring tape, like measuring tape. I thought that was ridiculous. He had a 50 cents to a nickel back 45 to C Palms and Matoris God. So long, sucker, jawbreaker. And I don't know if the camera caught it, but I saw Official's face. I saw Official's face. I get the first round of Twerk, and I think at that point, the third was clear for me personally to 40 bars, and the second was clear for Twerk. I got more bars too, but I don't want to have y'all sitting here all day. John and Coffee. I had John. If you missed the stream, I had John. I think clear too. Shout out to myself to Coffee. I think she might have got the first, and John cleared in the second round. Then the third, I believe John as well. The two I want to watch back. Because if I do Nitty and Vixen, I'm gonna be here for 30 minutes. I broke them, not broke them, but wrote them every bar they had. So Geechee Gotti and Hustle. I want to see that again. I think I walked away with Vixen Nitty being debatable, but I might have edged Vixen, but I might have edged Nitty too. But if you put a gun in my head and say, pick somebody right now, in terms of the length of the round, which is not always because you got a longer round on me, you had a better round, right? And then Nitty was on one. Slight Vixen before the rewatch. Slight Vixen. What else? Official T-Top. I think I had T-Top. Yeah, that's my recap though. And shout out to URL. I'm gonna give them a credit because what I'm saying, the fact that you have your own facility to make it an event as opposed to pushing it back for 2 extra weeks. We still got the event, right? And it was a good event. Now again, you had the 2 solid joints, which was cool joints. What I expected more from was Official, T-Top, and Twerking 40 bars. Other than that, Coffee and John was fire. Geechee Gotti and Hustle was really good. All that friend shit out the window. All that, oh my God, my friend, this is gonna be friendly. It wasn't nothing friendly about that. People was asking, can y'all shake hands after this? The shit that he mentioned, I don't even want to mention again. Like, they bringing up family members. They bringing up, you slept with that person. Like, they really, there was no limits to what they was doing. Nothing was off limits. So nothing friendly about that. Maybe after the battle, as it should be, but there's nothing friendly about that battle. Rum Nitty and Vixen, and then Tay Roc and Jazz the Rapper. Amazing. Just amazing. Salute to Tay Roc again. Salute to Jazz the Rapper. Y'all did y'all thing up there, man. And again, that's it. That's how I called it, man. Salute. We up out of here, man. It's your boy Jay Black, a.k.a. Blackman. Keep in mind, too, Cody GoFundMe will be started probably next week. Probably Monday or Tuesday next week. So please support. And thank y'all, man. Thank y'all for watching. Shake my hand. Hit the like button if you made it this far. We about it here, man.